Hello, hello, hello. Y'all tag in, chime in. I'm not gonna be before you long. I want to check in with you all um, about the first 3 days of my 30 days in business series. I'm giving tips, strategies for business owners, entrepreneurs, anybody that has a product or a service that is trying to start, grow, or scale your business. So, first 3 days. First day started on Monday, and it started with business philosophy. Before I get too far in, y'all go ahead and tag somebody, invite somebody to the live so that they can be on top of what they need to be on top of as well. We're going to talk about business strategies and tips of the first 3 days. So, twice a week, I'm going to come on during the next 30 days, and I'm going to give you tips and tricks, not tricks, but strategies. Strategies to improve your business, start your business, grow your business, all of that. Okay? Go ahead and invite somebody to the live. And because I'm not going to be before you long, I'm going to get started in just a second. Have you seen the post? I make the post. The post is posted every morning when I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, that's when I'm up every day at 5 o'clock. So I posted 3 days straight. The first day was on business philosophy, and then your business tip was sell the solution, not the product. And then today was myth busting. You don't need a degree to be successful. Okay? So, what do I mean? Let's dive just a little bit deeper into what I mean for day one was business philosophy. Okay? Your foundation. Many entrepreneurs, they come in hot. You got a product. Oh, it's selling. You've been doing it out the back of your car. You've been just off the top of your head. You've been selling. You made something, or you are giving a service to somebody, and they're paying you for it, and you're all gung ho. You're ready to do the thing, and that's a wonderful thing, right? But has your business been set up properly? Okay, have you done everything that you need to do? Okay, this is the one thing that I want new entrepreneurs to know. Doing everything all at once, your websites, your logos, your podcast, your everything, doing it all at once, all at the same time, is not a big deal, because anybody can burn the candle at both ends, work all night, all day, doing everything by themselves to get everything done. But were you strategic about it? What process did you use? Was it done in a manner where it's going to give you the greatest success? Let me turn my phone on because I can't see. It's coming from my computer. I can't see the live. So I can see your reactions because I can't see your reactions. Let's see. I guess I got to turn this down. See the live video? Yes. Okay. Now. Okay. So my philosophy is you got to focus, you got to have strategy, and you got to execute. Focus, strategy, and execution. That's it. Focus, strategy, and execution. Simplicity creates scalability. Simplicity creates scalability. You need to know what you believe about business, because that becomes the lens for how you show up for your business, how you show up to sell, serve, and then grow. Okay? Business philosophy. Do you know your philosophy? Do you know yours? Are you focused? Do you have a strategy? And are you executing? Doing everything at one time, all in the same day, all in the same week, does not matter if you don't have focus, a strategy, and you're not executing the strategy. If you're not executing the plan. Having a business plan, having structured your business correctly and all of that makes no sense if you have no strategic functions within your business. Okay? If there's a question, chime in. Share the live. Share the live with somebody that needs business sense. Business sense. Okay? When we first started in business, when I first started in real estate 25 years ago, I did everything myself. Was going to try to work on houses. But yeah, I couldn't do that. So I had to pay somebody to do that. But I was going changing locks on doors at rental houses, and I mean little things I was going to do myself. I had to realize I couldn't do it all. When I realized that, I started hiring people left and right. Hiring over here, hiring over here. I needed this. I need to do that. Oh, hire somebody to do that. Yeah. Okay. Let me get a business plan. Let me get this. Let me get. I learned that doing it all was not the plan. Doing it all was not the plan. It never should be your plan. Sometimes we can't hire a whole crew and say, oh, I'm in business, but we can contract work out. And that's what I started to do. So I learned over the 25 years of real estate, hire the people you need, do what you can, focus on this part, hire somebody to do this, hire somebody to do that. It'll all work out. But trying to do it all myself, I was burnt out. When we started Hawkeye Seasoning, I was doing everything. A few years ago, right after COVID, I worked every single day for a whole year. I worked every weekend. If it was not raining, it didn't matter whether it was cold, whether it was hot, I worked every day. And every weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I was at a farmer's market, some pop-up shop, a show. I had to stop. When I say burn out, I was burnt out. So we started hiring. I started executing the strategy that I had set in place at the beginning. Once I started setting in place the plan, strategically blew up. Now we are worldwide. Now I don't have to work every weekend. Don't have to work every day. Not for Hawkeye season. Do I work every day? Yes, in some manner or the other. But everything is planned. Everything is strategic. Okay? What's one thing that you're focusing on right now in your business? Tell me in the comment section. Okay? Day 2. That was day 1. Wrap up. Day 2, wrap up. Day 2 wrap up was a business tip. And that is sell the solution, not the product. Sell the solution, not the product. Here's the truth. People aren't buying your product. They're buying a solution to their problem. So how are you helping them to solve their problem? How are you helping your customer to solve their problem? You're not selling your product. They're not buying your product just because it's your product. They're buying a product that solves a solution to their problem. That's what they're doing. Okay? If you sell candles, you're not selling wax. You're selling peace, relaxation, good vibes. Does that make sense? Okay? Sell the solution, not the product. Reframe your hustle. When your content talks about you or your offer, it blends in. But when your content talks about the customer and their pain points, it hits differently. Okay? Does that make sense? If that makes sense, drop makes sense in the comment section. Sell the solution, not the product. Not even the service. Because even if you're selling the service, the customer is still buying a solution to your problem. Okay? They're buying the solution to your problem. Sell the solution, not the product. Okay? If your content doesn't clearly answer, what problem do I solve for my people? You're leaving money on the table. You're leaving money on the table. Okay? With Hawkeye seasoning, yes, it's a seasoning blend. And it's great. It is. I can say that because it is. We hear it from our customers all the time, right? But what problem does it solve for people? For our customers, what problem does it solve? It's lower in sodium. That's healthy. It's healthier for you. And not only is it healthier for you, it tastes good. If something doesn't taste good, you're not going to eat it, right? You're not going to eat it. I'm solving the problem that your doctor has been telling you to do for years, and you have not been able to do it. But when you get to Hawkeye Seasoning, that's a lower sodium brand that still tastes good, you can do what the doctors say. Is it a drug? No. But, yeah. Does that make sense? Okay. What's one problem that your product or service solves for your customers? Drop that solution to your product and what your product is in the comment section. What is your product? What is your service that you offer? And what problem are you solving for your customer? Go ahead and drop that in the comment section. Okay? That's what's day 2 business tips. Sell the solution, not the product. Okay? And if you don't know what product, what solution your product is solving for your customers, I have something called the Clarity Starter Kit. And I'll tell you how to get that at the end of this live. Okay? And it's going to bless your soul real good. Real good. Okay? Day 3, today, I posted a carousel that talked about myth busting. You don't need a degree to be successful. You don't need a degree to be successful. Do I have a degree? Yep, 3 of them. Am I working in it? Absolutely. Am I successful in that field? I am. But what made me successful in business coaching? Trial and error. I have bought experience. I have the academia to go along with that. When I say I love learning, I do. If it's a class that I can learn something about that's going to help me in my business or you and yours, I'm there. I'm there. I never get too old to learn, right? Okay. But do you need a degree? You don't. You don't need a business degree to run a successful business. Some of the smartest, most paid entrepreneurs I know learn through experience, mentorship, mistakes, not from a classroom. Not from a classroom. Okay? The things that I learned in business, I learned in business. And then I started going to school, to classes, to seminars. I got a business coach. Yes, the business coach needs a business coach as well. Yes, we do. Okay? To help me with the business, with the plan, with the strategy. And I had the willingness to execute, because that plan, a strategy, none of that makes any difference if you're not willing to execute. If you're not willing to do the work, go and sit down somewhere. Don't waste your money, okay? I don't want you to come to me and say, oh, can you be my business coach, if you're not going to do the work. And let me tell you something about me. When you come to me and you telling me about your product that you're going to sell or what you've been doing and your service, I get excited with you. My mind started going, and I'm like, oh, really? Well, did you do this? Are you doing this? Oh, well, you can do it this way. Oh, well, let's do this. Oh, well, try it. I get excited for you. I get excited because I'm here clapping for you. I'm clapping for you. Whether you come to me and say you want me to be your coach or somebody else, when you start, I'm clapping. I'm clapping. Even before we see the manifestation of whatever your your success looks like, I'm already cheering. I'm already clapping. And when you call me, I say, what you need me to do? What you need? You need me to be where? I'll be there. I'm there. Okay? That's what support looks like. That's what mentorship looks like. How can I help you? Not how can I help and then you help me, but how can I help you? That's what mentorship looks like. That's what support looks like. Can it be reciprocated? Absolutely. Absolutely. But when I say I'm with you, I'm with you. And that's what we all should be doing. But did I need a degree to get to that point? Nope. Did I need a degree in business to run my business correctly? No. But what I did need was a plan. What I did need was strategy. What I did need was to get up off my do nothing and do something. Be willing to execute, because without execution, a plan is just procrastination. Right? Right. I have helped many business owners across different industries, not because I had a certification, but because I have results, I have clarity, and I have systems in place. Do I do everything by myself? Did Hawkeye Seasonings get to be worldwide because I did everything myself? Absolutely not. There's a whole team behind Hawkeye Seasonings. A whole team. Okay? Now, I told y'all I wasn't going to be before you long. Okay? Look, and this is another thing, and this is just a nugget for tonight. Go and get to networking. I know, look, I am the most extroverted introvert you ever want to see. Ever. But if you can't open your mouth and talk to people and say, hey, how you doing? What are you doing today? What's your business? Oh, really? And networking is not all about what you do. Get to know some other people and what they do, what they're doing. It's going to be reciprocated, but don't get into it to talk about you. It's just like your marketing. It's just like your marketing. When I see a lot of entrepreneurs marketing, but they're only talking about themselves. They're not talking about the problems that they solve for the customers. They're not talking about their target audience. They're not talking to them. They talk to everybody else all over the place. But what about the people that you're targeting? What about the people that actually need you in your niche? What about those people? You're talking all around them. Until you can be specific with the people that you want to attract to your business, then what? Okay? First 3 days of the next 30 days of business series. Every day you're going to see a post at 5 o'clock in the morning. When I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I post. I post the next day's tips. Okay? Today was day 3. If you didn't see it, if you didn't see everything, if you haven't read it, go back and it's just a short video that gives you some tips. 3 to 4, sometimes 2 tips on what to do for business. And it's going in order of what you should be doing, how you should be setting things up. Okay? I'm going to come on twice a week live to refresh, to go over what's been said, just in case you missed it. Okay? Any questions for me? Any questions? Any questions? No questions? Okay? Let's sum it all up. First 3 days were all about mindset and foundation. Knowing what you believe, who you serve, and how you're going to show up in the marketplace. Okay? That's the summary. That's what first 3 days was about. Your mindset and your foundation in business. Knowing what you believe is your foundation. Who you serve. You have to know your target audience. And how are you going to show up in the marketplace for your business. Okay? Now, day 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. I'll be dropping it the next day. Every day, 5 o'clock in the morning. If you're not following me, follow. Follow. Turn your notifications on. Because when it drops, you want to know about it. It gives you the chance. And I drop it so early because it gives you the chance to read it, think about it, ponder on it throughout the day. And when you get to a point where you can sit down and think about it, then you go, am I doing this? How does this work in my business? Okay? So if you need a visual, make sure you get the hint every day. If you're watching this and you like it, and you're like, I need to get all the way together, comment clarity, and I'll send you my free clarity starter kit to help you make sure that you have those 5 fundamental steps to help you keep pushing. Entrepreneurship is a journey. It's not a sprint. But clarity speeds everything up. Let's build together on purpose. Okay? Let's build together on purpose. Now, thank y'all for tuning in. Share this live with somebody. Share, even after the live. If you're watching the replay, go on, drop replay in the comment section, okay? Y'all be easy. Going to bed. Got to get up at what? 5 in the morning. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for joining in. Bye.